You'd think the bigger the vehicle, the bigger the air shock, Bob. We got to build Bobby a burnout card. How tall are you, Bobby?
I'm 7 foot.
7 foot.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed history.
How about that?
All right, guys, our 4th of July blowout. So we have extra stuff like from when we change shirt designs, and we'll have some of one size, not some of the other size, and all kinds of different stuff. And we have some of these 6 summer hats left from 6 summer. So we are doing a blowout, 4th of July blowout. So we've got packages starting at $9.99 where you're gonna get a shirt, a hat, and a sticker. So 10 bucks. These are the Delta hats, the good hats. We got packages at $19.99, $29.99. Sounds like a freaking crazy infomercial, but we got that for 4th of July. We are blowing this stuff out. So you're gonna get, like, for 30 bucks, you're gonna get a hat and 3 shirts and a couple stickers. Like, I mean, go check out the packages, and we're blowing this stuff out. So while it lasts, and you don't get to pick what you get, well, you get to pick what the combination is, but you don't get to pick the design. You just get stuff, lots of stuff. Thanks for watching. Oh, that's perfect. So it'll be able to go on with the rear end hanging.
Yeah, so
right?
it'll
Because rear
actually...
end's completely at its longest that we would have it at.
Well, no. If you change ride height on the lower shock bracket, the housing can go down a ton more.
Yeah, but we set everything to be here,
Yeah.
right? With the tires on it and everything.
This is as low as the truck could ever be. Unless you were to flip... No, that is the lowest that it could ever be unless you change shock length.
Gotcha. So it would only go high. All right, so this is one of those drag and drive things because the Durango, the goal is it will become drag and drive. So Bobby is hooking it up with an air shock, which the smallest air shock I ever saw. But we run an air shock on 2.0.
Right, there's 2.0s.
Oh. You'd think the bigger the vehicle, the bigger the air shock, Bob. Right?
Well, it won't fit in here, so this is what I found. The smallest set that they make.
So we run a single air shock on 2.0 because the shocks are fine-tuned when you get to the level where stuff is as fast as it is and you're pushing the edge, like you're trying to preserve your shocks for the race, and with the valving and everything in them, you want to try and limit how many times they're bouncing up and down, especially going down the road. The other is when you put a trailer on, you need the extra support because otherwise, like some people change out their shocks, they change the springs, they change different stuff. The best way we've found is an air shock that you slap it in there, you pump some air in it and raises it up. Now it does ride like a hardtail chopper, but it does get the job done to where this actually isn't going to, well, it is set up to pull a trailer, but we don't think it's going to pull a trailer.
Well,
maybe.
You look at my car, and we have to raise shocks every time because we put so much stuff in the car.
But this is an SUV. You should be able
SUV.
to put all of your luggage and all of your things in the back of your SUV. Is that not how it's going to work?
Well, can we make it an RV instead?
We
so
could
it
get
is a recreational vehicle.
What if we get the extended topper?
There you go. And then we could have more stuff in there.
Yeah. Put a roof rack on it. Would probably be pretty cool, actually.
But Bobby is finalizing as much as possible so that it can go to powder coat next week. So how big's your list?
It's getting
there's
really
lots of
small.
stuff crossed off.
Right, there's a lot of
Holy
stuff.
crap.
Right, I'm almost done with the blower. Blower cutout should be on there somewhere. I don't know. Door panels we're not worrying about. Windows we're not worrying about. Chutes just showed up so I can build the rack and that.
All Stroud. Where's the Stroud stuff? They sent us
we
some
already
cool
opened it all out.
Belts. Oh, window net. Stroud made the custom window net. Bobby did the template. The longest window net ever. Well, I don't know about ever, but longest window net I ever seen. So, but they did send us the seat belts, also the rocket launchers for the back,
Rocket launchers.
but the parachutes, which
Yeah.
we're still figuring out that
It's
because
all right there.
are we gonna have to blow those things straight up above the roof line, or
Well, we'll have to talk to Steve because his pretty much points straight up.
yeah? Well, yeah. Do they work better? Because you'd modified the ones on Steve's because they
Well, he
didn't
changed
work.
it after. He
changed it again?
He even, yeah, because I had them probably 45 or maybe a little greater than that. Now they are damn near.
Oh, even straighter.
Yeah, they are crazy straight up now. So,
Because what you run into is you have dead air on the back of these cars. So especially at 200 plus miles an hour, it is dead space back there. So unless you can get the chutes into air, even with an air launcher trying to get them up into air, you got to get them into an airstream so that they'll deploy. Otherwise, they just drag behind where in all the dead space. So usually cars have that come down. They got the wicker there, but then I mean it's at a low height. Even if you look at like 2.0, they launch a little bit upwards just to get them out of the dead air. Well, the problem is the dead air on this is 5 foot. How tall are you, Bobby?
I'm 7 foot.
7
2.
foot.
7
So the
foot
back
2.
of this is 7'3". So we got to get it up out of that 7 foot range.
How tall
So-
are you? You're a giant
Oh my God.
compared to me.
Exactly. So if I'm only 6'1", then
It's also-
then you're an awful short 7
And
foot guy.
he's even more gianter than us, right?
This ain't even ride height either. You're
No,
about a
this
foot
is still
higher
got to
than
go
me.
down. That's got to go down quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, it's
but
still going to go 6 inches lower.
you
But
should be able to put your arm on the roof, wasn't it? When we had it on its
Yeah,
wheels, I
so.
think it's somewhere in that range. But
So if you're 7 foot, that's 6 foot.
right, 6 feet probably.
so and then when Bobby talked about the blower, we had a big change to the plan. So the Hemi, where's the big Hemi? Well, there's the blower that Bobby
Hemi's
made
back
everything
there.
clear. And then the Alan Johnson Hemi from Darren's shop, his dyno motor that we showed you last week was going in. Well, it was in here. It was in here, until yesterday. So it was in here till yesterday, so Bobby could get everything up for the windshield and the custom windshield stuff. Well, then yesterday morning, we came up with another change in plans. So we went from Gen 3 Hemi with the screw blower on it that was going to be in there, screw blower and a bolt going through it. So then we changed to a Gen 2 Hemi, but we couldn't get all the parts for the Gen 2 Hemi in time to meet Roadkill. I mean, we're still facing this deadline of Roadkill, which is a month away. So then we went to the Gen 2 Hemi. Couldn't get the part we needed, the stuff we needed for that, but we did get the mid plate made for that, and we got stuff going in that direction. Well, the best thing that would bolt in a hurry and running is
He's siding over there.
the other Hemi that we showed you last week. So, and that is Darren Mayer DMPE Performance, like it's their dyno mule. So we're going to put that in here. Well, that's not water jacketed, so literally we would be stuck just running exhibition pass because we couldn't pass it off as a street car, no matter how many seconds we actually kept the engine running for. So, but we were good with that because we just wanted to get the thing running to go there. We're going to run it on a mag and like just quickly put it together and make it run. Well, then yesterday morning, an opportunity came for another power plant to go in here that we are going to get a mock-up for tomorrow, and hopefully we will have the engine. That's 4, right?
No.
1,
That one.
1, Gen 2, that one, that's 3.
Well, that's still a Gen 2 though.
So, but a non-water jacketed. So at least we're going to have the other one. So, and then now we're going back to another power plant that we should have mock-up. So it was a conversation after I got the call yesterday morning, and Bob took it way better than I expected. Like, and maybe I've wore Bob down enough that he just expects everything's going to be changed multiple times. Is that what happened, Bob?
I think it is. That's kind of how it's gone, the whole project. So now this has to be the last one because we're just straight up out of time.
So Bob smiled and said, "When can we get it here?" So that was the green light according to Bob. I was still asking what he thought and his opinion, and he said he actually liked the idea better than that power plant. So you can guess.
It was a legit straight car. You were going to get some flack for that. So
Right.
it's just
To where here with the new combo that we're putting in here, we will then be able to compete. It won't be exhibition. So it will be a true street motor that's going in there, or streetable motor that's going in there, engine motor. So, but Bobby is still doing the cutout for the big blower because we don't know what combination of all the combinations we may put in here at any point in time. So the fancy mid plate that Bohr did for us is awesome, piece of jewelry. We got to save that for our other engine combinations, but now we had them order material because now we're waiting for another bell housing to mock up to get to them early next week so they can make us yet another mid plate just like that one with a different bolt pattern in it, so we can use this new combination that's coming. And that also, yeah, that changed a lot of stuff, but it does go back to we do have some parts. We have some pieces.
it should go back in fairly smooth.
So,
I have to make front motor mounts.
and then we do have,
That's
and Bob found, which I still got to talk to that guy. Bob found a possible deal that we can put in the front in place of his fancy tanks, temporarily, so that we can accommodate the combination that we're going in there. Would love to hear your guesses on that and what do we have to change for this. What else we got?
That's it. Don't reveal any more stuff.
Okay.
Show's over, folks.
So, but Bobby is finishing that list so we can send it to powder coat, get it back. How long? Bob hooked up the powder coat guy, so like materials there. Your goal is to have this to him Thursday. Today's Thursday, so a week from today, you got the 4th of July and all that crap. So like, get that to them, and then he's gonna turn it around in a couple days. Is that the?
That would be the plan. So hopefully he
Beginning
can
of that
accommodate
following
our
week.
ridiculous timeline.
So beginning of that following week, should be able to have it back,
And then start assembling it.
and then start assembling with parts we don't yet have for a lot of the stuff, but we do have a decent amount of this stuff. Aiden already took the suspension apart and has started to strip everything that he can, while Bob's finishing. So Aiden's taking stuff apart as Bob's still putting stuff together. So Bob puts it together, Aiden takes it apart right after, so that hopefully it can go to powder coat. What else with the blower cover? You just have that back? Does that get a back
Right
and a
there.
top?
Right there
Okay.
it is. I'm gonna beat roll it, radius break it, and put it in.
So we got a big list of parts from Holly that the list is going together. Also Motion, we changed a bunch of stuff, so now Motion Raceworks. We gotta send them a list. You didn't send me that email again.
Dude, I've sent it to you like 3 times.
Well, but I need the most recent one.
They're all the same. aren't they?
They're all the
It's the
same.
same.
Well, then send it to me again, the whole thing. But Dougie's getting us stuff for that. Holly's getting us stuff to make this work, because we weren't going to make any electronics live to accommodate mechanical, and now all of a sudden we're going another route that now we got to get some electronics live to be able to do it. They will not be 100% done, but enough to hopefully run the drivetrain, race, and win Roadkill nights. So that's the goal. Any other goals in there?
Pretty solid goal.
Pretty solid goal.
You know, like,
Go from this to a running, driving, racing vehicle to winning, to then bring it back here and finish it.
I don't know, once it leaves here, it's just done. I don't really care.
I see it.
Bob,
You're on
you
your
got
own.
Stuff that you left.
No.
You're leaving off the list.
So
And
what?
you're
Like the carpeted floors and sunroof.
The
We
shag
should
headliner.
do a rag
Is
top.
it going to be a shag headliner?
Do a rag top, dude. It'd be awesome.
I see a common occurrence of my car wasn't running until the night before the event. I feel like this might be the same thing.
Oh no, we're going to get some testing in with this. It may be up front, but we're going to get some testing in.
Right, as long as we make a couple hits out front.
In addition to that if you guys haven't seen the news. We also are doing a grudge race build for Roadkill that has to be done for Roadkill as well. So
I guess I don't even know about that.
the grudge race deal or whatever, like EJ's got to drive it, that deal, the mentor-mentee grudge race thing.
The Mentos?
Mentos. The Mentos grudge race deal.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
So we still got to get that done, and we got to build Bobby a burnout car too to have ready, hopefully for the night before PowerFest. So if you haven't got tickets for PowerFest is going to rock. There's a lot of cool cackle cars, cool burnout cars. There's drifting going on. You for sure, RC. I saw you were out testing the
And we're trying to test, but mine likes the hook right real bad right off the hit. So I don't know what's wrong.
That truck
But it's
looks
shit.
badass you got.
Griffin's goes like hell. It's a
So
little truck.
that truck body, that
Yeah.
Ford body,
Yeah,
that's a
that
cool
little
body.
thing Kicks ass.
So
And
what
just
class
so
will
you know,
that be?
Those are only $200.
Like
ready
with
to
the
run.
body and everything?
Ready to run.
So that's the ready to run
buy
class.
A battery and a charger, and it's ready to go. $200.
Was it already painted like
It's
that?
already done. Exactly. We opened the box. We bought a battery and a charger. Well, actually, I had an extra hard charger, but we bought a battery for it, put it in, and he pretty much whips our ass right now.
Jeez, what brand is that?
That is a Losi. And they
is
have
that legal for that out of the box?
that's out of the box stuff. So I don't know. I guess it's out of the box, untouched.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the RC car
And
stuff, but
there you
the
go.
RC car drag racing that's going on at M1, testing on Thursday, August 10th, and then the race is Friday, August 11th, and then drag racing on Woodward, August 12th on Saturday, and that's when we should be racing this and the other vehicle. So this, maybe we just don't do any more pictures of this till it's done, and then you can just do a finger snap. This, and then you snap your fingers, Bob, and it's done.
I'm gonna have to practice. I don't snap my fingers much, but
And then they'll say, well, Bob, what did you do the rest of the month? Being you could just snap your fingers and it was done.
I just sat on the beach and drank my margaritas. Would be awesome. Joe Barry was sitting next to me because he likes margaritas too. So sitting on the beach. That's right. Perfect.
So there you go. There's the update on the Durango. Give us your comments on what you think the drivetrain's going to be in this. And will we get it done in time? Do you got any faith? I have faith. It'll be done. So his list keeps getting smaller. So now maybe stuff gets added to it.
Some stuff is good.
So we will see. Thanks for watching, guys.